noticed some of you out there watching my other videos. Thank you. Hey, whatever I can do to throw some things in your direction to chew on. Today this one's going to be a short video. My goal is to make short videos, but it's really hard because I'm a long-winded fellow. Please forgive me. Doing what I can to be compatible with people with short attention spans and get my point across. Some of the other videos I talked about books I've read and good books I recommend on atheism and whatnot to jog your mind and test your faith. I'm actually going to do a reading right now of one little part of the book. Shouldn't be too long, bear with me, but I think it's very interesting. And it's half serious. It's more of a mocking type of deal, but there is some validity to it. This is from an excerpt from George H. Smith's Why Atheism, chapter 12, page 217. George, if you want me to take this off, completely understand, but I'm a fan of yours, and I think this is pretty good stuff. So, though I don't have permission, you have my respect, and if you want me to pull it, so be it. But to everybody else, I present you a question. Is God an atheist? Never thought of it like that before, have you? Before the Christian dismisses atheism as irrational or condemns the atheist as immoral, he should consider the disturbing possibility that the God of Christianity is himself an atheist. And if this is true, it means that the Christian worships, obeys, and has devoted his life to an atheistic being who does not believe in any power superior to himself, never prays, is utterly without faith, and who does not acknowledge any authority, either cognitive or moral, external to himself. If theism is loosely defined as belief in a higher power, a mysterious being whose essential nature cannot be understood, whether in whole or in part, by the believer, then God is an atheist. He does not believe in a power higher than himself, nor can there be anything that he fails to understand, for nothing can be known can be unknown or unknowable to an omniscient being. If theism is defined as the belief in a supernatural being, then God is an atheist. His own powers, though supernatural from a human point of view, are comprehensible to himself. Everything is natural from God's perspective. If theism involves a relationship of subordination and dependence between the theist and her object of veneration, then God is an atheist. He is self-sufficient. He's a being who disbelieves in any power greater than himself. He worships nothing, never prays, never seeks forgiveness, and never acknowledges his own errors. If theism is the belief in a creator, or first cause, who is ultimately responsible for one's own existence, then God is an atheist too. He believes himself to have existed eternally, though as Kant suggested, even God must occasionally wonder where he came from. If theism involves the belief in external moral authority, a being whose moral law is obligatory for his creatures, then God is an atheist. He does not believe in a higher law, nor does he think himself capable of doing wrong. He does not regard himself bound to respect the rights of any other being. God is morally autonomous, a law unto himself. God is therefore an atheist. Moreover, he is a positive atheist of the most dogmatic variety, for he claims to know with absolute certainty that there exists no being superior to himself. He is never troubled by doubt, never re-examines any of his beliefs, and never feels obliged to justify them. This raises some further questions. Why, if God is an atheist, should we suppose that he disapproves of atheism among his creatures? Is not a benevolent father pleased when his children grow up to be like him? And how can the Christian condemn atheism per se without also condemning their atheistic God? Is not the atheist who strives to be like God more admirable than the Christian who merely believes in him? BAM! BAM! Get the fuck out of here! Chew on that. That's a pretty hard thing to hear, I'm sure. It is a slap in the face. Pimp hat goes hand in hand. Slap! George H. Smith. Man, that is some good stuff. Well, hey, I read it to you. Sit and think on it. It's good stuff. Good stuff. Let me know. Let me know what you have to say about that. God being an atheist. It's a hard argument for you. but I invite you to try. This is Darren. Thanks again for stopping by, and I hope I jogged your mind a little bit today. And if I pissed you off, I apologize partially. Thank you.